misses on the changeup at the knees. She just spreads the quadrant so well. When you think about the staff of this team, Mendez, I think that Nicole May is at the front of this pack. I think that this is a voice and an arm that this entire team looks to. I'm not surprised that she's getting the start here, game one.
She's earned it. She's proved herself time and time again. But like you said, she is a leader on the mound. She's a leader of the battery staff. She's a leader of the team. It's really great to see this team come together and get this response. It's great to see Nicole May get the start here in Circle.
And the first pitch in Love's Field is a swing and a miss. Allie Cummins, catcher for the Red Hawks. This is a team that has played Oklahoma in, obviously, many big games on many big stages. But it does feel like that the blood's pumping a little extra today. Everybody is excited and maybe a little nervous today.
Including us in the booth.
A ball and a strike to Cummins. It's a leadoff walk. Shots of Love's Field. Kinsey Hansen was talking last night. They've got to learn how everything works here. How's the ball come off the backstop for a catcher? What are the ricochets like in the outfield? What are the wind tunnels like here? Swing and a miss. There's your first strikeout. One away.
It's the response you want, right? A leadoff walk, a rare walk, only her 9th of the season for Nicole May. And what's the response you get out of the senior? A strikeout. A beautifully dropped curveball or screwball right in on the knees. Drops the barrel underneath that pitch. That's where she gets the most swing throughs. 90% of her swing and misses are right at the knees.
Carly Spade now, first pitch swinging, lifts one into right center field, and it's a home run. The 9th of the season for Carly Spade, and it's 2-0 Miami.
We talked about the power from Spade, and it looks like the first home run ever on Love's Field is going to come from Miami, Ohio. We talked about their power, and that's how they get the most of their at-bats. They get the most of their runs with that long ball early on in that lineup, and that one just left over the plate, waist high. They're going to take advantage of every missed pitch. That one sent pretty well over that fence.
For more pressure, for more accountability in practice the past week. That was interesting in talking to Coach Gasso after they come back from the Mary Nutter.
Lifted into right. That's deep. Pickering back to the wall, and it's back-to-back home runs. Holly Bleska makes it 3-0 Miami.
It was actually hit right into the Miami fan section. Talk about perfect placement right there. They are hyped in this dugout. Another one left over the heart of the plate. It's almost the identical pitch as before. She just gets the contact. She doesn't need to do too much extension. It's right there. And we're figuring out these wind tunnels pretty quickly.
Yeah, we can. Grounded to third. Brito, the throw across, and there's 2 away. Got her swinging. Top of the first comes to an end, but Miami came to play. A lot of fanfare here today, but the first 2 blows belong to the Red Hawks. Sooners grabbing the bats for the first time when we come back. Down the left field line, it is fair. Into the corner. Coleman off to the races. She'll stop at second with a leadoff double.
Championship the year before.
Yeah, I can remember that too.
You're walking into a lion's den, right? And this freshman class stepped in a very similar experience. You mentioned, Nicole, a senior class that doesn't know what it's like to lose the last game. That can be so intimidating. In her power alley as a 3-hole.
Off the fist. That's going to drop in. Base hit. And the bases are loaded with nobody out. Trying to drive in the first ever OU runs at Love's Field. And she pops it up. Playable. Foul territory. Third base side. Carly Spade. 1 out.
To peek through. You want to see the patience right here. A bases loaded opportunity.
Center field. Going to stay in the park. Tagging at third and scoring is Coleman. It's an RBI for Parker, and it's 3-1. Sixth-year senior, Addie Jarvis in the circle. Got the call outside corner. And Jarvis, after loading the bases with nobody out, gives up minimal damage. We head to the second at Norman. 3-1 Miami at the Miami Softball Stadium seats 500. They've walked into this place today. Swing and a miss. That's a third strikeout for Nicole May. And they punched the champs in the mouth in the top of the first inning.
This is the hard part of being the #1 team in the nation. You've got a huge target on your back. And anytime someone especially is walking into your home house, they're going to take their best punch.
Hey, Kobayashi hit by a pitch. So a one-out base runner for the Red Hawks. Second free base runner allowed by May today.
I think this one just gets away from her.
Talked about her wanting to go for that low screwball that goes in at the knees.
Pictures, but very little. It's just awfully clear. And so deserved. Pitches outside. That's a walk. 2 on.
Nicole May.
Got her. 2 outs. Fourth strikeout for May.
That was big. This is the start of the second time through the lineup. Starting the game off with a walk, and then the next time you face that batter, getting the K in a big-time situation, getting to 2 outs. It's a great response from the senior.
Golumbesky now, strikeout victim in the first. First pitch swinging, popped into right. Pickering's there, side retired. Whatever.
Pace and the pulse of this game as a catcher. Right, being behind the dish. By default, she's got a leadership perspective on this field.
Slow roller back to the mound. Nice play by Jarvis for out number 1.
I think it was like, what, we had to have a 3.5 GPA as a team to get walk-ups on.
GPA, individual GPA.
Fly ball, center field. Kobayashi. 2 outs. All right, Pickering now. We put the Sooners in front with a swing of the bat. 2 on, 2 out. Takes a called strike. Pickering walked in the first. Popped up. Foul territory. Spade drifting back toward fair. And Jarvis gets out of a jam again. We head to the third in Norman. Still 3-1 Miami in front. We begin the third inning of play. First game ever here at Loves Field in Norman. Miami of Ohio leading 3-1. And Carly Spade, who hit a 2-run home run in the first, leads off. First pitch swinging up the middle. Jennings, 1 out. 44,000 square feet. And it's a walk.
All right, you see a pitch out for a pick at first, but we just can't take that risk right now. That's not something that Kinsey Hansen maybe feels comfortable doing at this moment.
Strikeout number 5. Reagan Bartholomew now. Runner goes. And it's a stolen base. And what's the call here? It's an out. She leave early? Indeed. Third out of the inning. So a base running error leads to the third out of the frame. Still 3-1 our score here in Norman, opening day at Loves.
women talent in the organization. And so it's really something that we focus on, and it's a lot of different aspects to it to enable women in our organization to be able to realize their potential.
It's huge.
Alyssa Brito, leadoff single into center field. Hit number.
It's fitting. This is the first day of Women's History Month.
Could be 2.
It is.
It's a double play. Bartholomew to Blaska. Opening day rally in this one. They fell behind early, but that sets us up for a fun finish.
No, that's exactly right. And I think they're very capable of it.
Ground ball to second. That'll be the final out here in the bottom of the third. Jenny, thank you for joining us.
Been good, and but in a way, I'm not sure I can answer the question with the kind of emotion that I think is existing in me, because all we've been worried about is, gosh, we got to get this stuff done. And went over here this morning and you're not done. Let's go. We got to get this going.
They were putting seats in 90 minutes before.
You can have these great creations, but if it doesn't turn on, not much going to be going for it. But just
right back to the circle.
Just all of that working together. Just one time we mentioned the scoreboard in the shape of the state of Oklahoma, it was one of them. Well, I'm not sure. Well, trust me, it'll be great. And then, of course, we brought more drawings and how it would work. She was, oh, okay. And then when she came out and saw it constructed, she lit up. She goes, oh, this is legit. So I was glad that worked out.
You want her to be happy. Yeah. Bowed back.
I mean, I think that's the most unique scoreboard ever. It looks great. It's such a symbol.
But we wanted it to be, and at night when all the regular lights are off and the people are just driving by normally, the state of Oklahoma is outlined in an LED light that's either white or crimson. And so we're trying to create it so it creates a little bit of a glow, into the stadium, just enough to make people wonder, I got to get something in the stadium.
There's a lot to learn about this place, but one thing's already been, it's got the wow factor. If you're going for wow factor, everybody walked in today and looked around, oh my gosh, this place is amazing.
Erin knows this. She was still playing. We were talking about this with Coach Gasso, that we wanted to, once we realized we couldn't expand Marita Hines Field the way we wanted, because the city is widening Jenkins right here to the east of us. So the combination of the road being widened and the stadium growing to add more seats, just put it on top of each other. So we started talking about a new stadium, and we kind of used the metaphor, make it like Little Wrigley Field. It's because we were, had to talk to the campus whether we could use this piece of land of the campus, and knowing the topography, it was going to have to sit down a little bit, and then we could build the stands up around it so you're feeling like you're looking down on the field a little bit more as opposed to just flat. And I think we got it right.
Yeah.
Outside, one of the things I like, and I don't know if our cameras can get a shot of it or not, but the scoreboards over the seating bowl that are hanging down from the rafters, that's got an old school kind of Wrigley, old Yankee Stadium feel to it. That's cool.
Intentional
for
that. And if you notice on the front, first of all, having a cover over the seats is a big deal.
Right.
And we're thinking about the fans and all the amenities that we had for that. But if you look on the front, there's railing, that ironwork, if you will.
Yankee
that
Stadium-esque.
Yes. And then there are flags for all the schools in the conference. And there are 16 because next year will be a conference that has 16.
Going to have to get new flags here in a couple of months.
Yeah. But there are 16 flagpoles up there.
1 on, 2 outs. The 1-2 pitch to Parks. A little bit low. Runner goes. Kinsey Hansen not in time. All right, this is all good and well. The place is beautiful. We need some runs, Joe. We got to win this thing.
Do you have?
Well, Jenny Love is warming in the pen. She threw a little bit.
What a
of
story that would be if she comes in and gets the save today.
Right.
No, Patty wants to talk. And they want to challenged the play at second base.
Well, you know this team is explosive. They're chipping away at it.
We all know softball players are very superstitious. Are you superstitious? Do you have a superstition? Okay, they need a score. I got to do this.
Yes.
What is it?
If the place I'm standing isn't working, I have to move. That's an easy one.
Where's been the best spot that you've moved to?
Well, and I don't have one yet in this stadium since I've been on the move, but the little wooden deck out in right field, I would go out there quite often. And I like to say I did my part to help our team win a lot of regionals out there.
I will say I've participated in many of Joe's superstitions. Most notably, you've got to eat a big breakfast the day of a game.
That is true.
And if you win, then you got to go get a big bowl of pasta after the game.
This is also
a lot of times. Yeah.
Why is it around food?
Well, look at me. I mean, come on. Yeah.
I'm Italian. What do you think?
Did you get breakfast today?
No, I was over here so early. Well, I did.
You got a couple of innings to go find some eggs and bacon.
I did. I took a frozen breakfast sandwich and put it in the microwave.
Let's hope it worked.
That's all I could do. We had to get over here early.
What time were you here?
6:30.
Yeah, really early.
Yeah. That's all right. We had other things too, getting ready for the ribbon cutting and all the other festivities. And we also, as we announced, have another day when we'll be able to show off more of the stadium and the finishes that are continuing to be completed over the next several weeks. But it was really important to be able to play our first game of our home season in this stadium rather than play a few games at Marita Hines and then move over here to Loves Field. We wanted to give our current team members, a good number of which will graduate, the chance to play as many games in here as possible.
Call stands on the challenge. Stolen base for Kobayashi. 2 outs. Chloe Parks the batter. 9-hole hitter here. 2-2 count. And it's a full count. We're in the fourth. Miami leads the champs 3-1. Trying to tack on another run here. That's pulled foul. Anything that as you were building it, you were like, you started with this idea and then it went in a different direction. And you're like, that worked out better than we could have imagined.
There were several. Actually, the basic design pretty much worked from the beginning. But we made tweaks along the way, obviously. The biggest one was adding the temporary seating out in the outfield.
All 4. So the second level in right, full of all kinds of emotions for Carly Keeney. And the count of ball and 2 strikes. Hold to third, backhand stab. Brito steps on the bag, and that's all they needed. And the inning is over. Tried the double play. Might as well get 4 outs, right? And they're out of that jam. Let's take another look at the play by Alyssa Brito, ifting production from a year ago. Jarvis so far has given up only 1 run to Oklahoma as we play in the fourth. Beautifully done. Riley Boone's aboard.
Forget her speed. Talk about the element of surprise. Corners they weren't expecting at all. Flat-footed. Riley Boone just puts it in no man's land. Just look, it's just enough to make the corners, the catcher, the pitcher all come out and converge. And it wasn't until they picked up the ball. Riley Boone was standing on first at that point.
Bring the freshman. Tearing it up.
And it's through. On to third goes Boone, and they're on the corners. Nope, into second. Goes Hanson, second and third. Nobody out. How about the... Rounded to the right side. That'll score a run. And on to third goes Hanson. RBI for Torres makes it 3-2.
Board up here all weekend.
Top of the order on deck. And a big punch out for Addie Jarvis.
Big strikeout for Jarvis at this point in the count.
But a great pitcher's pitch.
It's a great pitcher's pitch. Just not one that Jada can handle.
Fly ball center field. And that'll end the inning. The Sooners get one, but only one, and we go to the fifth in Norman. Opening day at Loves Field. Miami on top 3-2 here.
Ball game. It's just a heart for the Sooners, I can tell you that.
Without a doubt.
Somebody who loved to give, who loved to help others. I mean, it's a legacy.
Swing and a miss. First strikeout for Keeney. This one popped up to left. That's Riley Boone.
Ohio, they want to get better. They have improved last year to this year. They're not nervous. They're not scared. They're coming in and they're swinging, taking good hacks. They're pitching. It's great.
And that ball's hit well into right center field, but Jada Coleman is under it and is a quick 1-2-3 fifth inning for Carly Keeney. Bottom five we go in Norman. Opening day at Loves Field. Bunted. Jarvis makes the play. Go back and forth.
Running around.
Mm-hmm. Brito. A shot for history. We're tied. The first Sooner home run at Loves Field. And it belongs to Alyssa Brito.
It was just a little early, okay? But I felt this. It was in my bones.
It was brewing.
It was brewing. That was a shot. The exit speed, I'd love to know. The velo off the barrel, because this got out in a hurry.
She knew right away. You could see her reaction. I mean, look at this swing. It's just poetry. A little skip, and she's like, all right, I'll take my jog around the bases. But, I mean, what a time to make history for Oklahoma. First home run in Love Stadium, but tie it up. Get your team back into this game. It's later in the innings.
And that
Listen.
really bold move. Here's the payoff.
None of you else
She walked it.
are risking it up here. At least I'm playing.
What she does best. A lot of speed on second. That would be great for Oklahoma.
Center field, right in the tracks of Kobayashi, and the inning is over.
Have softball. I mean, this drama, it's gold.
Look what I found. Nice play by Keeney. One away. Bunch of kids around there asking for it, and Eddie's going to stick it in his back pocket. Look, I see it. I look at him. Swing and a miss. Two away. It's a 2-out walk. That's no
Challenge as well. Pitcher, sometimes they're going to have bad games. How can you step up? What do you have to do to make it happen?
left field. Ranging back, Riley Boone. Got it. Inning over.
How do you finish? Did a great job. Chipping away, chipping away. Got to pull ahead here.
It's a 4-pitch walk, and the go-ahead run is aboard. Squeezing at third base, anticipating a potential bunt here. She does. It's a good one. The only play is to first. Out is the call. Top of the order on deck, Jada Coleman. One out in the inning. Here's the 3-1 to Ludlam. Up the middle it goes. Base hit. They're going to wave home. Hanson. Throw to the plate. Not in time. And the Sooners lead it. Riley Ludlam delivers.
Keep your hands back enough to be able to foul that off. Great discipline.
And that ball squirts away, and there goes Lilio to second. Full count to Coleman. Just foul. Now she is a highlight reel in the field, Jada Coleman. Trying to do it at the plate here. The bottom of the sixth. Fly ball to right. Got a lot of that one. Goal! Two-run homer, Jada Coleman, 6-3 OU.
Jada Coleman battled. And that one was right in her wheelhouse. She took that one far. This one on that low half of the inside of the plate. And right away, that hand went up. She knew that one was out of the park. Jada Coleman not only defensively makes an impact in games, but offensively, talk about somebody who can change the game with one swing, who has that spark, who has that energy. Also, I claim that home run as well because no one else called it.
Second home run of the year for Jada. 6 unanswered for Oklahoma. Here's Pickering. Still only 1 out here in this 6th inning. And that ball is hit deep to right. See ya. Back to back.
I mean, does it get anything better than this? The freshman. She follows up Jada Coleman, one of the best hitters for Oklahoma, with a monster swing. I mean, this one almost cleared the foul pole as it was going across. That was a monster bomb. And the emotions, the feeling as you're coming into your team. I mean, look at those smiles. Look at that celebration.
Get used to it, freshman. Just about the pressure she feels with it. I haven't witnessed it. That's what's so interesting. You wouldn't know it feels like pressure to her.
Golombeski and Wright. Second out of the inning.
Food.
Yes. You
Lots
talking about
of
the
it.
team or us? Nice play at short by Bartholomew, and the inning is over, but it's a big one. 4 runs, back-to-back homers, and the Sooners are 3 outs away from extending the winning streak.
Got to look back and be like, man, what a special day.
Grounded to short. Tough play. Jennings not in time. See if Patty Gasso wants him to take another look at this.
That was a nice leg out by Parks, being able to know, okay, this is a slow roller. There's probably going to be multiple hops before it reaches Jennings. Right away, out of the box, she was head down, hands going.
I got to tell you, I've been impressed with Miami, Ohio all day. The spark they came out with, the aggressiveness they've had at the plate, their defense has been solid. They're a well-coached team. This team came into this stadium ready to compete.
Left center field, that ball smacked, and that's gone.
I mean, talk about competing right there. Another home run, and they're right back in it, 1 run away.
Back-to-back homers in the first. Didn't have another hit until here in the 7th. They go infield single, 2-run homer. And you're right, Nicole, we've got a game. It's now 7-5.
It's the 5th home run of the year for Allie Cummings, and we're starting to get into the meat of this order. The power alley of the starting 9, 2-hole, 6 home runs. 3-hole Spade hit her 9th home run back in the first inning. And Blaska in the 4-hole with 5. I mean, this is a gauntlet of power. as I was saying, Miami, Ohio came in here with their best stuff. They knew what this game was going to mean, and they came out punching, swinging.
Would have been real easy to be intimidated when they showed up today. That ball is blasted.
Wow.
Straightaway center field over everything, and it's a one-run game. Jenna Golembeski, the 4th home run of the day for Miami.
You have to tip your cap. You have to give respect where it's due. And right now, Miami, Ohio said never say die. We're not done. There's no outs on the board.
I mean, their swings are so efficient in the zone. They get to the ball on plane quickly, and then that extension, it just continues to go and go and go and go. That's why you see so much power through the ball. So 1, 2, 3, and 4 in their lineup has hit home runs today.
Boy, that was fast, too. It went from 7-3 to 7-6 in the blink of an eye, and there is nobody out here in the 7th. Here's Carly Spade. She hit the 2-run homer in the 1st. The nervousness is back at Love's Field. Outside.
Coach Kiran Kumar at third season. 4th year as head coach here at Miami softball.
Back to back to back, and we're tied. 2nd home run today for Carly Spade. 7-7.
I mean, look at that reaction as she came into home plate. She is over the moon right now, and look at the fans. Miami, Ohio, they have made an adjustment. We talked about it at the beginning of the game. Quick adjustments. This is the 3rd inning for Carly Keeney, and their ability to say, okay, we have struggles. What is our adjustment? And they come up and they hit hard ground ball, home run, home run, home run. That is a foul ball, battle. Take that ball. Extending this.
500 average against lefty.
Slow roll it to short. Jennings. Inning over. Miami. Wow. 4 runs, 3 homers, top 7. We go to the bottom. Sooners trying to walk it off. Oh. It is Addie Jarvis back in the circle. Ground ball, base hit. Winning run aboard. 2nd hit today for Boone.
A bit. The first time I heard the crowd call out her name, I was like, what happened?
Why are we booing?
Why are they booing her doing something good?
They're not booing.
She's such a gamer.
They're booning. Called strike.
I mean, we were talking during the break. This is what you live for as an athlete. You love these kinds of games if you're any kind of competitor.
I mean, this is a moment made for Kinsey Hansen, isn't it?
So last year.
Yep.
But to that point, every at bat, every year, it's a new slate.
Hit hard but foul. 1-2. Riley Boone 2 for 2 in stolen base attempts on the season. Kinsey Hansen, she walks him off. Unhitch the wagon. New field, same team. Ball game.